All right, welcome back, folks, to another episode of Champions Corner. We got our Champions coaching staff here. We're happy to talk more basketball. I'm glad you guys are back. You guys just came back from your break, so relax, have a snack if you want, and listen to the coaches talk. All right, you guys, so we know the question of the day is which player under the age of 25 would you choose if you were starting a basketball team today? Now, before we get into it, we can do it one of two ways. And I'm going to throw a little curveball here. We can do it based upon matchups and have it almost like a tournament bracket of who we might take, or you can just give your opinion, whichever one. If you know your guy, you can give your guy. So it's however you guys want to do it. You want to do it based upon matchups, and we.
Well, then you said the original question was who you start a franchise with.
Who you start a franchise with? Yeah.
So how you gonna make it in a combo? You got to put yourself in that GM shoes, and it's like, let's just say that was a draft. If you had that first pick, who you gonna take?
Who you gonna take? Exactly. If you were a general manager, who you gonna take? And some of the kids. So for all you kids, all our campers, the reason why we're bringing up this topic is because we want you guys to think about what we consider is important as coaches. So some of the attributes, knowing that you guys aren't going to have all of them because these are NBA players we're talking about, but some of these attributes are going to be intangibles, meaning the things that players bring to the table outside of maybe their direct ability to shoot or their speed or their height or their length. So it's all the other factors that are included or make a player important to their team. Sometimes we're going to talk about the tangibles, the speed, the height, the length, the shooting ability. But you're going to see how we talk about all those things and how it comes together to try to formulate our opinion of what we think is an important basketball player if we were to start a team today. So that being said, guys, we'll do a quick screen share of our players that we're looking at here. So we have from left, Ben Simmons. We have Ingram. We have Devin Booker. We got Donovan Mitchell. We have John Morant. That's our top group. Then bottom group, we have Jayson Tatum. We have Karl Anthony Towns, Trae Young, Zion Williamson, and Luca Doncic or Doncic or Doncic or Donsuch or whatever. Doncic, right? So if you look at this is hard. This is not easy. By no stretch of the imagination is it easy. So kids, right now, I want you guys to take 15 seconds and write down who you would take without having heard any of the coaches' viewpoints or opinions. Who would you take? You got 15 minutes to write it down in the chat. Okay. Doncic, okay. Williamson. Okay. Tatum. Ben Simmons, all right. Okay, so that's what we got. Now that being said, coaches, it's back on us. All right, based upon that list, who would you take to start a franchise?
I'll tell you who I won't take, Karl Anthony Towns.
yeah.
He had enough time.
I got a question real quick, Coach.
Yeah,
Coach, I got a question. Is this under 25 or is it 25 and under?
I think it's under 25.
I think it's just a list.
I think this is
just a 10.
Just look at the people in the group.
You can't choose anybody else.
He's trying to pull somebody else off the book.
Antoine is going to be like Allen Iverson.
When he was under 25.
When he was under 25.
24 and a half, 23 MVP.
When he was under 25, Allen Iverson.
I'll start this off. I'm going to go with Doncic.
You can also, before you start, you can also say who you want to eliminate right away, too.
I already said that. Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, Towns.
I don't know if it's unanimous. Is it unanimous that we all?
It's probably unanimous. I'm not picking him.
Is anybody against? Is anybody against that?
Vote that fool off the island.
Carl Anthony Towns.
Vote him off.
Should he be on this list? No.
He's terrible.
All right, Carl. No one is picking Carl Anthony Towns. We know he's already been eliminated. He got voted off Survivor Island. Sorry, Corey. Go ahead, man.
So, yeah, no, I was going to say I would go with Luca Dantic. And the only reason I say that is because you look at kind of what he's done in the league so far and his ability to put the ball in the basket, paired with his size, his passing ability, those are things that are at a premium, I would say, in the NBA. Being able to put up 35, 40, 50 points quickly and do that while still passing the ball and having a good player efficiency rating is definitely going to be probably the thing that drives my decision the most. And then also, like, if you look at his rookie year compared to, like, with that of LeBron, right, it's just crazy how much better or, you know, how close those numbers are for him. So, yeah, I would start with him, and I think he's hungry. Like, if you think about it, he's been a pro for a long time since he was a teenager. He's been doing it for a while, and he's really young. He's only, like, second, third year in the league. I think that you've only seen the beginning of Luka Doncic in his reign.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. That would be my pick as well. I would also, if I can't, let's say we had to eliminate people off the list that's been picked, like a draft, then it depends if I'm trying to win now or if I'm trying to just get excitement about my brand. If it's more excitement about my team, then I'm picking Zion Williamson. When he plays, there's an excitement in the whole arena. Everybody's excited to see what he's going to do. He has that waddle walk, and, you know, he'd probably be injured in 4 or 5 years. But before that, he's going to sell out every game. He's going to make your team competitive. He's going to give people excitement. He's going to make the team feel hopeful just because he can do so many great things with his athleticism and his size. So, yeah, I don't know how much of a winner he is on this level. That's yet to be seen. He's only played half a year pretty much, but I like what I've seen so far. And, you know, right now they're trying to groom him to be the next big thing, the next LeBron. But, yeah, if I can't pick Luka, then I'll pick Zion. I do like a lot of the guys on the list. I can't stand Karl Anthony Towns. He's a bum.
He's just tall.
Like,
Is
I
it just
think
because he's
those
tall
two,
and can shoot?
Yeah, no, like, and then, like, Jayson Tatum's a winner, I believe. Luka's definitely a winner. The other guys, yeah, maybe. Ja, maybe.
Who cares? It's who you pick.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying. Like, I'm trying to say, like,
tough. It is tough.
The only one I think the actual winner is Luka.
We got multiple questions from within this topic. Yeah, there's a lot to choose from. Who's going?
Man, figure out Vic, man, like Jayson Tatum.
I'm going with Jayson Tatum too.
Jayson Tatum, like his footwork, he's been trained by Kobe. He's gonna be the next Kobe, I guess, with the next killer instinct. You know what I mean? Like, he wants to get a book. He has the size of forward.
Okay, hold a second.
His assist to turnover ratio is only going to get better. His efficiency is only going to get better, and he's only in his third year. Like,
well, and he's the only one on that list that really got a winning system. I know Luka's and is like, you know, in a couple years in, and Trae's like figuring it out. But I mean, we're talking about like systematic winner. Like, I think he has the tools to just be a winner and carry a team. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just need that. You just need that type of player. Luka is his usage rate is hella high too. Like, he touches the ball 98% of the time too. So
and Jayson
I mean,
Tatum
after a
doesn't
couple
touch
years,
that much.
yeah, he just within the system, which is good because he didn't really need it. And when you look at the top 5 guys that you have on the list, they're yet to be proven. I mean, like Donovan Mitchell, but he's in a good system too. So them two, like the way they're like humble and being able to play the system and then shine within it and then take the spotlight when needed. Like, those are the two that probably like separate themselves from the pack. The other one's guarantee exciting. You'll get what you get, but man, Tatum, he just comes with a different package. He carries himself different. I think that winning spirit will get him.
So Nate, you're saying Jayson Tatum also.
Tatum, man.
I got Tatum. I'll go with Tatum. I think he's did it both ways too. When he had a ball hog on his team at one point, and he still played well. And then he played
4 ball hogs. He had 4 of them.
Who's that ball hog's name?
Mr. Uncle or whatever his name is.
Drew.
Drew, Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie Irving?
Yeah,
Got Kyrie Irving's name?
Yeah.
He
Oh
took,
Yeah.
my
he
gosh.
took 3 ball hogs with him too. Once he left,
Hey,
he took everybody.
he played when he didn't have the ball every time, and he played when he became part of a system. He doesn't. He plays defense. He handles the ball. He can shoot.
Was he
You
6'8"?
can, if you go look at everybody on the list, there's a lot of guys on there that's just exciting. But I give you, Luca Dantas can play, but how good is his defense? Nobody talks about his defense. Nobody says that he plays great defense.
A great
They just say
point.
he holds the ball, and he does a great. And I'm not saying he can't play. That's two different things. He can play. I'm just saying, does he play both sides of the
If I was building a college team, then I'd worry about defense. But if I'm building an NBA franchise, it's all about offense.
This is a guy that makes everybody play the most defense.
Corey's calling from a Pacific Bell telephone.
He's the one with the bad connection this time.
Corey think this is KMBR. He's a caller in.
He's like, hey, everybody, long
Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Sorry, but NBA defense don't matter in the NBA.
Hey guys, but I want to know. I got a question. Everybody been saying Tatum has led a team. When did he lead the team? What team has he led?
He's not even the best player on his team.
Good question.
That's what I really want to know. He's been part of a really good organization and a good system since he's been in the league. So when has he led a team? We look at those guys at the top. You want to say lead a team? They're the leaders of that team, and they're under 25.
That's the thing. He doesn't have. What do you mean? He is the leader of his team now.
Go ahead.
What do you think? He's the leader.
Celtics a game 7 against LeBron.
Very true.
Who did?
A game they
He was
lost.
like in his second year.
They lost, and there was no Kyrie Irving or Kevin Love in that game.
It was what? It was him.
And who
Jaylen
did?
Brown, Marcus Smart, Terry Rozier, and some random butt center.
Jaylen Brown. They got a squad, bro. What are you talking about? They got a squad.
He's not the leader of his team now. He's not a leader now.
Bro, that's the best team.
That's Kimba's team.
I don't feel like it. I don't feel
Real
he's
quick.
a leader. As is me personally.
Real quick, I'll say something to Keith. I understand where you come from, sir, simply because the way that you're thinking of with a leader is somebody that's the proven.
Don't just say scoring. I don't care about scoring.
No.
It's more than that.
No, but check it out. I'm going to agree with you because you're talking about the guy that's the proven person to take the last shot.
Mm-hmm.
If you've watched this season,
it ain't him.
It ain't always him. Kemba Walker is always slept on. Kemba Walker is one of the best point guards in the NBA, and he gets slept on just like Drew Holiday. Those are two guys that do
guys he played with Isaiah Thomas.
At all.
Going crazy.
If you look at it, Kemba's had at least 5 to 6 games where he averages 30 plus.
He's led a team. That's leading the team.
The question.
Oh no, but you can't say that. You can't say Jayson Tatum is the best player on that team when Jayson Tatum has a night of 21 and Kemba has a night of 43.
That's not the question.
Still,
the question
he hasn't. Unfortunately, COVID-19 took over too much, so we couldn't see Jayson Tatum through the whole year. But if you looked at that roster and you looked at those guys, Jaylen Brown, but Kemba Walker was playing just as much of a role. The only time Kemba Walker had a bad game is when they played the Clippers. Other than the Clippers, Kemba Walker has killed every team along with Jayson Tatum. So you can't say that Jayson Tatum is the only dude on Boston.
Okay, Twan, since you got the floor, who you picking? Who you got, Twan?
You want to know who I'm picking?
Hold on. No. Best player under 25.
But we're not. We're talking about. But Keith asked the question.
That was a side question. Yeah, that was a side question.
Has he led?
I'm going to answer that question. He led the team when Kyrie Irving was hurt, and Jayson Tatum took the Boston Celtics as their leading scorer and their primary factor against LeBron James in the Eastern Conference Finals to a Game 7. And this is as a 20-year-old. So when we talk about leading a team, Luka right now is on the cusp of the playoffs, right? So Luka is on the cusp of the playoffs, and he has Porzingis.
He led a team through one series? That you calling out leading a team through one series?
Come on, man. None of these guys ever even seen the playoffs. So what are we talking about?
But look what the organizations that they're in, bro. What are you talking about? Look where he's drafted to. They're building an organization around these dudes. They ain't built like he was already drafted into that. So you guys are talking about dudes. The lead he's done. He did it for you're talking about a series.
The question is
that was an off-brand question that we had because everybody was bringing up Tatum. You guys was like Tatum. You look at Tatum, it's like 3 check marks about dudes. So I was just asking where do we see that leadership quality that we keep talking about?
Okay, so now, let's segue to that. So Keith, who are you picking?
Yeah.
So if I'm building, the question is building a franchise. I'm about to build a franchise. Right? I still have other people that I need to build this team around.
Here we go.
Let me get my point. Be quiet. Let me get my point. Basketball is hold on. I'm getting to my point. Basketball is right. We got 5 people on the team. So who I'm gonna pick on this list? I'm going to go get Devin Booker.
We want to talk about leading the team.
Devin Booker don't like being double team.
Listen, hold on. I didn't say, listen to me. Hold on, time out. You guys said, I asked that question about leading the team because when everybody's picking Tatum, they're like, he's a leader. That's why I asked that question. I didn't say that's the most important thing to me when I'm picking my team, bro. That's not the most important thing when I'm picking my team. You guys are saying I need a leader and I need all that. Bro, I want to build a team. I'll put Booker. He's going to give me buckets. Then I'll put all the rest of the pieces around him. The defense, the leader, all that stuff, bro. I'm a good Booker. He's going to give me buckets. That's my go-to guy. I'll build my team around him. That's who I'll build my team around.
So you're building your team around a combo guard.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, can I?
Y'all building your team around a small forward who an average 18 point per game small forward. Come on, man.
He's 6'8".
He's 18 points per game.
He can probably lock up Booker though.
18 points per game, bro.
He can lock up Booker.
And you gonna give him the keys to the offense, and he got to lead the team. And come on, bro. Never. At least if I'm going to give somebody something, I'm going to give it to Devin Booker. He's going to have the offense. I'll find the defense from somebody else. I'll find the leadership from somebody else, bro. But I feel like Tatum is average. That's average, bro. You're building your team around an average dude.
All right, hold on. Go
ahead. Is Dez calling from an airplane tower?
I'm backstroking underwater right now.
So Nate, who are you picking, Nate?
So I said Tatum, but this is
he said Tatum.
But here's the thing: I didn't say it because of what you're saying. All right,
yeah,
look, man.
Either.
On the fundamental, see, this is the thing. I didn't even explain. You just started yelling at people. Like I was trying to tell you, he's fucking 6'8", can play good, really good defense as a core, and he can build on the middle of that, like a Scottie Pippen prototypical middle guy to keep you competitive that can win. That's what I'm talking about. That's your starter.
Scottie Pippen.
Yeah, but Doncic don't play no defense, so Tatum's gonna.
You don't gotta play D. You ain't gotta play D if he drop a 40 on you.
Well, obviously, because
but y'all still losing Dallas by 30.
Yeah, but they're in the West.
I said put
Dallas's whole team.
Put Doncic on Boston then.
But Doncic, you put Doncic is in the West, and
put him on Boston. Put Tatum on the Mavericks.
It's not like Phoenix has bad.
Boston and go crazy.
Aiden, you have Booker. Who else do they have that they drafted?
They have Kelly Oubre.
They ain't got nobody.
They got Kelly Oubre. Kelly Oubre.
They ain't got nobody in Phoenix. They ain't had nobody in Phoenix in years.
No, they need a coach. They got good players. They need a better coach.
They have a coach now. They got Monty.
44% from the field. 7.
So, Howard, who would you pick, Howard?
Hold on.
I'm on Tatum.
Okay.
Why?
I'm on Tatum. I'm on Tatum.
Give us
I tell you what. 23.6 points per game. All right. 23.6 points per game. 7.1 rebounds per game. 2.9 assists per game. And he's averaging 35 minutes per game. So he's doing pretty much everything that you need a small forward to do. 59 this year. I mean, he's only 22 years old. He's only 22 years old, bro.
Okay.
So that's what I'm rocking with because he can do a little bit of everything. I can keep him on the court the entire game.
So right now
And
we
I don't
got
see
4
nothing
votes
wrong
for
with Luka
Tatum.
or
We got 2
Booker.
for Doncic. We got
I like Booker too. But if I had to
Yeah, I
pick
like
between the
Doncic
two,
too.
I go Tatum.
You know,
Who hasn't said anything?
Jayson hasn't said anything because I'll wait. I'm gonna throw a curveball at all of y'all, but I'll let.
Don't you always?
I also think you guys are. I think you guys aren't giving Doncic enough credit for his defense. He's not hella bad at defense. No, he's not bad at defense.
So, Jayson, who are you gonna pick? Jayson, who do you pick, Jayson? Take yourself off mute.
You're mute.
Tatum.
Thank you. Why? Give us a intellectual answer, please.
Yeah, give us the why.
I mean, he just makes me feel good. You work overall player, not playing out of his role, doesn't have to be the highlight, not doing too much, does what's needed. Doncic needs to be the does everything, the highlight scorer. Zion needs to have monster dunks and damn near hurt himself.
Booker needs 80 points.
Everyone else is someone else that could be a Robin to Tatum on that list.
Okay. All right.
Nobody picking the.
Come on, curveball.
Where's curveball at?
It's my turn.
Come on, curveball.
Come on, knuckleball.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna throw this at you. So first of all, this list is inaccurate simply because.
Oh, here we go.
Oh man,
Serious. You want to know why? Because they're picking popular players and they've left somebody off of this. This gentleman's birthday is December 6th, 1994. So he's still 25, and this guy can play every position on the floor. He can be the defensive player of the year. He can be the scoring champ. He can Giannis Antetokounmpo. I'm starting my team with him. That man could do
He's not on the list, bro.
But he doesn't have to be on the list.
I still wouldn't pick him as my
He's
as the guy I
under
build
25.
around.
You said under 25. I'm not picking that list because he's left off of it, which I feel like is bump. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You ain't throwing a curve. We were just going off the list.
It's not but it's a curveball because he's not on the list. You guys are like, oh, he's on the list. Jayson Tatum. I'll put it to you like this.
The question says under 25. The question doesn't say 25 and under. It says under 25.
That's why I asked you if it was 25 or under. I said 25.
We already decided it's only people on the list.
You gotta read it. It's on the picture.
No, it doesn't matter. We already decided it's people on the list.
It's under 25. I asked you, is it 25 and under, or is
It's
it
just people on the list. That's it.
I asked said under 25.
It's very simple. It's very
You
simple.
picked the winner of multiple choice.
Can
It's
you
not
just
even on
pick
the
the
test.
one that you like on the list?
Yeah, can you just give us your pick of the list?
No,
Can you just so it makes it easier?
simply because I'm just
Not by protest, man.
But we
Just
gotta
pick
make
one
sure
on the list.
we also gotta
So we
remind
know who
ourselves.
wins.
So Nate, just so you know, we gotta remind ourselves we're on tape, and we don't want our kids thinking that we're just a bunch of jumbling arguers. Okay, so
That's
relax
exactly what we
yourself.
are.
Well, we don't want our kids to be anarchists either.
Relax yourself and allow me to speak. All right. I asked the question: is this 25 and under? When I asked that question, the answer was yes, Twan. Okay, then. So I went with my choice. Are we talking about under 25? If you guys want me to stick to under 25, understandable.
We would like you to stick to this list.
The list, the players that you can see on the screen.
There was a reason why they made the list under 25, Twan, because they figured Giannis would be the number one pick if they said 25 and under.
Not necessarily.
First of all, Twan, I apologize. I apologize for misleading you by saying yes. My bad, Twan. My bad. I misled you, bro. My bad. It's on the list, bro.
On the list?
Yeah, but I said that in the beginning. Like, just pick from the people on the list.
But the question says under 25, so
it is under 25.
It says that on the question.
Learning
Under 25.
lesson for the kids.
Okay, we're running out of time.
Reading is fundamental.
To instruction.
It is under 25. Juan, from this list, who are you picking?
Let me see the list.
You gotta give it to us.
Okay, I'll put it to you like this. I'll put it to you like this.
Oh my!
I understand what you guys are talking about with Luca Dantas, just so you guys know how to say his name. But I'll pick probably the guy that is the way that I play as explosive as I possibly can, nonstop. And the most explosive guy on this team or on this list is Ja Morant. Ja Morant is the most explosive player on this list. Like Zion Williamson, he's explosive, but he don't handle the ball like Ja. Ja does everything Luka does, but more explosive. I love Luka. I respect him. I give him all the props in the world. But for me personally, I like guys who play like me. Ja Morant's my guy.
You're not worried about injuries with Ja Morant, the way he flies through the air and comes down awkwardly?
I wasn't worried about Westbrook. I mean, as long as Patrick Beverly is not going to slice through him and bust his knee up, Ja Morant's going to have the same trajectory as Westbrook, but a better shooter and a longer step.
Smaller than Westbrook.
He doesn't have, but he's 6'2", 6'3". Westbrook is 6'3". What's the difference? What's the difference?
They're built different.
No difference.
Me and Ja Morant got the same
look, it's understandable that you guys.
Ja's not a bad pick, Twan.
Ja Morant's a beast. Ja Morant's a beast.
By the way, just so you guys know, the reason why I say that I respect Doncic, perfectly fine. I'll give him that. Doncic and Ja Morant are the only two players on this list that weren't expected to make the playoffs, and they both made the playoffs. So if I choose one, I choose Ja rather than Luka.
I can respect that. I definitely respect
Dallas wasn't supposed to make the playoffs.
Do you know anybody? Do you know anybody on the Grizzlies? Tell me their roster. Give me their roster.
Andre Iguodala used to be on the Grizzlies.
Exactly. At least you can say Kristaps Porzingis. You can say Kristaps Porzingis for the Dallas Mavericks, but you can't say anybody on the Grizzlies roster.
Derek Brooks.
Oh, that's because the way that you're looking on your camera right now, you can tell you're looking at the computer. You know you're looking online right now.
I don't have a computer.
No, they got
no computer.
You're looking online right now.
How am I looking online? On my phone, I can't be on camera.
All right, I'm going with. This is tough, honestly. This is actually tough because I do like Morant. I think he's getting slept on. Zion automatically changed the Pelicans. Like, we can't overlook that Zion is a monster. We're talking about Baby Barkley. So this is what you got. You got Baby Barkley in Ja Morant, Barkley 2.0, in Zion Williamson. In Ja Morant, you have Derrick Rose 2.0. In Luca Dantas, you have Magic Johnson 2.0. And Jayson Tatum.
I knew that was going to use those.
Yeah, you got – what I mean by 2.0 is you have the current version of a Magic Johnson type player. You can't say that Luka is not like Magic Johnson. He's getting 8 assists per game. He throws dimes left and right. He uses his body more than his speed. He uses his intelligence to take angles. And he can score in the low post, as well as he's a better shooter than Magic Johnson and can take it out to the three-point line. Jayson Tatum is Kobe Bryant 1.5, right? So it's like you have a player who has the ability to be a lead scorer. He just doesn't have the ability just yet to be that distributor that you might need. So you're never going to technically run your offense through him because what he's going to provide the most is going to be scoring. So for that reason, that's why I'm going with Luka, because to me, Luka can do pretty much everything you need offensively. And as Luka gets older, he can take his game a little bit more down to the post, and now he can be more of a true small forward as there might be a quicker guard, and now he's playing the pick and roll. Like Doncic has a body where he can be that lead screener almost like a Draymond Green, and now he plays a small forward or a power forward position where he's rolling down the center, and he has a 4-on-3 situation as they try to trap the ball, and now he's looking to just pick teams apart either with passing or finishing at the rim or shooting floaters. To me, that's the most dangerous package out of all the players. That's why I'm going with Luka. So he's my choice for that. But, I mean, I can't fault going with Morant. I can't fault going with Tatum. I can't fault going with Zion. All three of those I think are justified. Booker was definitely not. So
last thing. I will say this last thing for the kids. I will say this for the kids. Trae Young and Ja Morant are average size players with incredible impact. So for all you kids out there that are not going to be 6'7", you can still play at that stage.
And the one thing about for Luka is Luka might be 6'7", but Luka has that mind and he understands the game. So he's always one step ahead because of his intelligence and his ability to pick defenses apart. And his step back is pretty vicious too. So the players that we just mentioned in Trae Young and Luka, not so much Ja, because Ja has elite level athleticism. But for Luka and Trae, they don't have elite level athleticism, yet those are high impact players as a result of their ability to understand the game and to be able to stay one read or two reads ahead of the defense. So it's important for you guys to know that you can make an impact even though you're not necessarily an elite athlete, if you will. So we thank you guys. You guys got a quick break, probably a 2-minute break. Then we got to get you guys to your next segment. Thanks for listening to this episode of Coach's Corner. We'll see you guys next week, same place, same time. See you, kiddos.